Test 1 2. Mic test, mic test, mic test 1 2.
I've been looking for you.
What are we?
Okay, so the Inhumans sucked. It was not a good movie. It shouldn't have been a movie, and it's getting to a point where I should believe it shouldn't even be a show. But I'm gonna try to fix it. Marvel's Inhuman is a TV series premiering on ABC, which was created by the same guy who made the worst Marvel Netflix show. Also, some of the worst seasons of Dexter. The show follows Black Bolt, or Lactica Boltagon, the leader of the Inhumans, and some of his royal family as they escape to Hawaii after his brother leads the military into a coup and tries to take over their home planet, the Moon. Now, I would highly recommend this series to any comic book reader, and I emphasize comic book reader. The series needs you to understand a lot of Marvel's old works. Like, it has to be built upon. Like, if you jump into it, it might be okay, but I would not suggest this to any new comic book fans out there. Like, it's gonna be a harsh read. And to kick off this series, ABC turned the first 2 episodes into IMAX movie and premiered it in theaters. And
it sucked.
To all the photographers, cameramen, editors, musicians, and gamers who think they suck because of their cameras, editing software, instruments, controllers, this is proof that you're all wrong. All because you used an IMAX camera does not mean your product is IMAX quality, and the Inhumans is definitely not IMAX quality. Everything about it screamed TV. The graphics were terrible, and the fact that it was on a bigger screen did not help them at all. There were some good CGI, and then there was Lockjaw, the CGI teleporting dog who barely looked like a dog. The acting was also low budget TV. I'm not going to spend much time on this because I don't really notice bad acting. I usually spot weird scenes that make you say,
Wow, that was awkward.
And it sucked.
if the movie had some kind of consistency, then I probably wouldn't have noticed those scenes, but it was all over the place. The good scenes were really good and the bad scenes really dragged down the quality of the film. Now, I'm not a film guy. I rarely notice bad setting, lighting, or anything film buffs talk about. But since this movie was so wildly inconsistent, I noticed a lot. There were some amazing scenes in this movie, scenes that were movie quality and dare I say IMAX quality. Like, I guess I'm saying like, these scenes really caught my attention. But then there were some really bad looking scenes. It was almost like they couldn't rent professional equipment for the rest of the shooting, and they resorted to using some producer's iPhone. Now, I questioned this during the movie, but after further inspection, it made things a whole lot clearer. Now, I'm not saying that more money equals better movie. There are plenty of great movies that were on a shoestring budget, but considering the scope and the size of the source material for the Inhumans, this project needed a way bigger budget. And a lot of this movie's problems stem from that. Its lack of budget and time it took to make it really held it back, and the perfect example for this is Medusa's hair. In short, it looks bad. And I understand, as a struggling CG artist, I see how hard it is to animate hair and cloth. Animating hair and cloth are 2 of the hardest things to do. If you do it dynamically, it looks weird. If you do it by hand, it's time consuming. And Medusa, a character who has a lot of hair, which sometimes acts like a cloth, would be a nightmare to animate, especially for 20 episodes or something like that. And I feel once you chose to do that character, you took in that responsibility to do it correctly. First it was a bad wig, then it was an even worse CG hairdo, and now she's just bald. Like, having Medusa without her hair, it's like having a show about Spider-Man without him web slinging, or a show about Batman without his bat suit, or even worse, a show about Batman without Batman. It would all just be pointless and a waste of time. If they couldn't afford the effects or have time to properly do them, then just change her powers. They've done it before. Or you could just not use the character. There's a bunch of Inhumans you could have pulled from, and a bunch of other characters within the Marvel Universe you could have pulled from. Or just make up a character. If you can't do the character properly, then what's the point of putting it in if it's just going to be something else? Okay, first the show. Get better writers, get better actors, and just make it. I don't think anyone would really care if after the first 3 episodes the series totally does a 180 with new actors and a whole different story. If it's really that bad, or it's not even out yet, let me rephrase that. If it's really going to be that bad, just change it and stop hiring Scott Bach. He's proven that he's not up to snuff anymore. Since 2014 they've been trying to do an Inhumans movie. They should have just made it, and then maybe let it into a TV series. Or if they made the series first, have the series build up to a massive movie finale. Like, that was what I thought was going to happen when I heard about the IMAX premiere. I thought it was a legit movie, like fully budgeted out Marvel movie, which it was going to lead into a Marvel TV series. That idea really got me excited. That is something that hasn't been done before, and it was going to be something spectacular. But instead of doing a cool concept like that, they just took the first 2 episodes and turned it into a movie. But the problem would be keeping an audience from the movie into the TV show, or building an audience from the TV show into a movie. But if you do it right, it could attract a lot of people and make them a lot of money. Animate it. Animation is the key for a lot of these budget problems. At least I think so. Animation is not as cheap as it used to be. Animated shows now cost about the same per episode as a live action show, but I believe the freedom it provides is worth it. The only problem I see with this is the stigma. For some reason, seeing that this is a cartoon turns off a lot of people with some ridiculous ideas, and they usually say things like,
It's a cartoon, it's not worth my time.
Fortunately, this stigma is diminishing in our society, and a lot of broadcasters are experimenting in the realm of animation, which has led to some pretty cool ideas.
Final space, the last point in the universe. Let's do this! Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh no, we're on the wrong freaking planet.
And some less so.
Hey girl, hey! I'm your genitals.
Hi, I'm Jessie.
There you go first. Wait, we talked at the same time.
Oh, you're not scary.
Bill! Nigga, what the fuck?
You could even play off the popularity of the X-Men anime series and have similar theme songs, similar costuming, similar animation styles and everything. Or you could go high budget and go full HBO like they did with the Spawn series, which no one talks about or seems to even remember. In conclusion, it sucked. It might have sucked less if they had a bigger budget and more time to make it. Or they could have just animated it. Hello everybody, thanks for watching my video. This was just a test to see if the concept would work out. I kinda just threw them together real quick. I actually have 2 fully fleshed out ideas I might start writing if I have some more time. If anyone's interested in watching that, then subscribe or come back within a year to see if it's actually done, because I'm kind of super busy at the moment. I would love to hear feedback from this video. Did you agree with the problems I found? Did you agree with the solutions I presented? Any other opinion is good to throw down there too. Thanks for watching and see you later.